Tuning in for some movie reviews. Film flickers and movie reviews. Let's hear those movie reviews. Film flickers and movie reviews. And action.
Hi Flickers. John has decided to pull up an old classic for us to watch. I thought I'd watched it, but apparently it's not the one. I thought it starred Kurt Russell, but it doesn't. It stars Bruce Campbell. It's not the same one. But delightfully, he's got Bubba Ho-tep.
Yeah. Here it is today. We are looking at the 2006 horror comedy.
Oh, it's not even that old.
It's not,
It really feels like it.
it's a pretty low budget film, which becomes quite apparent.
I agree.
I bought it. This is from my own personal collection. This one, and I bought it because I am a huge Bruce Campbell fan, and I enjoy it. I think it's quite. It's got a lot of character.
He stars in it. He stars in it. There are some quite notable characters in there and some really good performances. But yeah, he carries the whole thing, to be honest.
Pretty much. I mean,
He's brilliant.
it's a Bruce Campbell vehicle. There's no doubt about
Yep.
it. So a bit about. Basically, the story's a bit convoluted, but it starts. It's an old people's convalescence home, and Eva, it's Elvis Presley who has pulled a double on people and is still alive in old people's home, and the person who died was the imitator, or he's an imitator who just thinks that he's the real Elvis Presley as
Yeah.
well. It's never made entirely clear, to be fair, which is great. I think that's
Yeah.
one of the brilliant parts of the film.
I do like it because it is one of those. It's one of those series that you would believe. I think it was a conspiracy theory thing you were saying, and it was like, I don't remember it, but yeah, it's. I would believe that because I think that's quite plausible. There's been several body switches that have happened in history, and I think that would be a brilliant sort of concept to sort of bring to it. But it does it does add another dimension to it when they're the people in the old Biddy's home are all getting attacked by the mysterious Egyptian-esque mummy ghost scarab wheeling thing. It was very weird. It was hard to get. I guess it was hard to get into because I could just see the kind of the quality of it first, and that kind of threw me a little bit. But then once you started getting into Bruce Campbell's take on Elvis, which was very good and it was very true. I think that the writing was good enough to sort of emulate who Elvis was as a guy. He was a very polite, very straightforward sort of talking guy, and it was just great to have that represented properly.
Yeah,
and that was really, really good. But it did lend to that theory where you didn't know which side he was.
Yeah,
because you had other characters in there. Yeah, so there was one character who kind of did stand out, which was JFK. You could tell that he was obviously not of sound mind because it was played by Ozzie Davis, who's black. So yeah, and then you had the Lone Ranger, which was weird. So you didn't know whether it was Elvis or whether it was the impersonating stuff, and I think that's quite cool. So having all these geriatrics running around after this mummy that was sucking their souls through their butt cracks.
Ozzie Davis' character, the character who was John F. K, was definitely fixated on having his soul sucked up through his anus. Although it became quite clear that the mummy could suck the soul out from any orifice and went mostly for the mouth. But he was most concerned about it coming out of his anus, which fine.
I mean, I try and get a soul as clean as possible. To be honest, I don't think I want to go through the anus. No. Because what if it was the wrong thing that came... Anyway. So... but yeah, no, so it was fun. I didn't think there was any jump scares in it, really.
No, I don't think it was designed to be...
There was some nice little touches as well, playing around with time and stuff like that, and little funny, nice little sort of jump cuts but only like two frames cut out of a particular scene, so it looked like it was jittering, which was a nice little touch. I did like that, and it did make you sort of like feel a little bit out of place, like the character was. So that came across really, really well. But yeah, Bruce Campbell just held it together. Really, it was awesome to have him in that. But he's good at all of these sort of things. He's the reason why you watch it. Let's face it. Come on.
I mean, he is the only reason why you watch it. But I mean, if you are even partly a Bruce Campbell fan, then it's really worth a watch. It's an entertaining film. It's not one. Yeah. It's never going to win the awards. It's never going to be a classic as such. But I imagine maybe a cult classic. But I imagine you can pick it up cheap, and it's worth a watch. It really is one of these just kind of not silly, but humorous films that can kind of get you through the day sometimes. When you've got nothing else to do.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. If you just want to stick something on and just kind of have a bit of fun and just flick from that and whatever else you want to do in your life. But it's good. I think it's funny if you just got friends around and you just want to have a laugh and just. It's not intense. It's not particularly a thinker film or anything like that. You don't have to figure anything out. It's just entertaining. I just liked it. Didn't hate it, but it was quite tacky. But no, it was cheaply made in that. But the performances really kind of upped the level and stuff like that. And the practical effects were brilliant. I really love practical effects when they get it right. Not just kind of like, yeah, it'll do. It was done well.
I've got to say, for a low budget film, which was quite verging on silly, the acting and the actors still gave it their all. I mean, there was still some really standout acting performances in there as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I say, and like you touched on earlier, Bruce Campbell's Elvis impersonation is spot on.
It was. He's really. Yeah, he definitely really brought that because if anyone's watched any documentaries on him and stuff, and anyone's heard any of his the life stories and stuff from him, it does touch very much on the type of person that he actually was when he interacted with people, on a personal level. So it was really nice to have that, and of course just having the cliche lines in there and stuff, and it was brilliant. Yeah. So there was one more face that I did sort of see in there, which was Ella Joyce, and I mean it was 2006. This release, and then it was 2000.
I think originally it was made 2002.
Originally 2002.
This release is 2006.
Oh, okay, cool. So it was quite a few. It was over a decade ago. So she does look quite youthful, but yeah, I recognised her straight away, and she's just got a really nice comedy element to it as well, and actually the interplay between her and Bruce Campbell as well, as Elvis, and some of the things that he was kind of saying in one of the situations that popped up. And that was really nice for that little interplay with those two as well. I really like that. And yeah, there were lots of little fun moments on there. I did laugh out loud. Which for a film, which a film has to be able to do if I'm going to enjoy it for no other reason. I have to be able to laugh at it, but because it's funny, not because it's just so ludicrous.
Yeah.
But it was. Yeah, I did like it, definitely.
Right. Well, thanks for watching.
That's it. That's all we've got time for. Yeah.
We recommend if you can get it cheap or even free, it's definitely worth a watch. But obviously not an expensive film because it is what it is. It's a fun film on its own. But yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Worth a quid.
Yeah. Worth a quid. So anyway, thanks for watching.
And we'll see you again soon.
Bye, Flickers.
Bye.
Thanks for watching the video, and if you did like it, then please hit the like button. And if you want to see more from us, then please hit subscribe.
And don't forget to leave a comment below. And if you've got any suggestions for films that we should be reviewing in the future, please leave us a nice little message. Oh, and check out our previous videos.